How are you doing today, Asher?
I'm well. How are you?
Ooh, listen to that energy. Oh, I'm going to have fun on this conversation. I love me some energy.
Me too. Me too. Me too.
Where does it come from for you? Because I think that winning is a choice, and energy and basically the projection of it, it comes from such a deep source inside the soul.
You know what? I just think it's love. I think the very core of me is love. And I try to give that every time I sing or every time I come on stage, every time I talk to someone. And so that's my source. And it's never running out. It's never running out.
Yeah. Before you go out there on that stage, do you look at yourself in the mirror? I do. I'm going to say it. And I go in there and I go, are you ready? Yes, I am. Okay, what are you going to do today? I'm going to reach a human life. What do you do?
You know, I eat a bag of Lay's chips.
Dang.
I eat a bag of Lay's chips and I say, yeah, that's good. And then I go on stage and sing. So, you know what? I get that from Whitney Houston. Whitney Houston would eat Lay's chips before she sang. Number one, the potato would just kind of wash down any little inflammation, and the salt would kind of restore, your vocals. So I just eat some Lay's chips and I just kind of, allow my body to enjoy that moment. And then I go sing.
Well, do you have the personality of Lay's? Because Lay's is all about exploring. I mean, they give us those 5 or 6 different flavors during the summer months. And with you talking about Lay's, I'm going, he's got to be an explorer then. He's got to be a chance taker.
Absolutely. Do you see my hair on this show? You don't know. People don't at this point don't know what Asher's going to come out as, a bird, a mystical creature. Like what is going on? So I definitely think I'm an explorer.
Well, I'll tell you what, hair is everything to me because, I mean, I at 61, I still have hair all the way down to the middle of my back. I believe that it's the image and it projects the energy, and there's just something about hair. And maybe it goes all the way back to Samson.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I find so much joy and happiness and freedom, in my hair to just, go on stage and just swing it all over the place.
Yeah, because when you get it all trimmed back and cut back and stuff like that, to me, that's the fake person because you're trying to look like somebody and you're not being yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
That's true.
Well, Asher, not everybody can say that they performed in front of President Obama. I am so jealous of you.
Oh my God. Let me tell you, that moment, it still feels like a dream. Sometime I Google myself to make sure that, I actually did that and it's there. Yeah. Singing for, the president was a moment that I would never forget. And of course it was a lot, with like the Secret Service people, that them telling you, where to stand, how to stand, don't make sudden moves, don't look this way, don't look that way. But there was a moment when I was singing and I just kind of turned around because he was sitting right behind me, him and the former first lady. I was like, oh, I hope these folks do not, do nothing to me. But I just wanted to see him. And so I turned around. And he smiled at me, and I it just felt like God smiled at me. Yep. And I was just like, yes, he shook my hand. I didn't wash my hand for a couple of days. Like this is the hand that Obama shook. So yeah, it was an experience.
Speaking of great people, this is a full circle moment. I played "We Don't Need Another Hero" as a brand new song on the radio. You sang the song. Today We're Together. I mean, it's like, oh my God, Tina Turner, when she released that song, she was so big at the time, and to hear you sing the song, it proves she's still present with us.
Absolutely. Tina Turner transcends times, generations, cultures, still to this day. Both Alyssa and I, of course, we knew who Tina Turner was. We both were super nervous because, we thought we was going to have to, roll down the river with some Proud Mary. But when we realized that we had this song, it just meant so much to us. I think we both just took a moment and just inhaled and lived in what that song meant and what it means, and also Tina interpretation. So we was really excited to get it.
Alyssa is about ready to drop her 2-song EP. I always thought EPs were 5 songs. I'm thinking the two of you need to put some music together.
You know what? Alyssa is about to win Grammys. God darn it. That girl is just phenomenal. You know, Alyssa wrote me the other day and she was like, Asher, do you do, like a cover to Tina Turner Hero? I'm like, girl, yeah, if I can have that Tina hair, put me on the cover looking like Tina. I want to be Mr. Tina, okay? So we are thinking about doing something in the future for sure. We really are. We really are.
Growing up in a gospel group, here's the thing. The one thing that I've always loved about gospel music is that you embrace the story. And I think that's one reason why I love the way that you perform, Asher, is that when you sing a song, you embrace the full vocals.
Yes. Gospel is my roots, especially being from Selma, Alabama, where there's so much history, living down the street from the great famous Edmund Pettus Bridge. I was able to watch people, especially people like the foot soldiers, people that walked with Dr. King in the civil rights movement, singing songs like We Shall Overcome while holding his hand, facing the trials that would be before them. And I would sit at their feet, as a little boy and listen to the story. And I remember one lady told me, she said, when I sing my struggle, I sing my fear, I sing my triumph, or I try to embody, the person that wrote the song's feelings, a song feeling. So gospel really allowed me to be very expressive and almost like have an out of body experience to allow the song to take over my body and tell the story.
Wow. I was just recently with his great granddaughter, Dr. King's, and I'll tell you what, you talk about a man whose energy is still very much alive. It is her dream, her goal to activate the young generation today, to put their voice out there and move people.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It is important. It is so important. Our generation is a little different now, but I do believe that what Dr. King and just the movement and his voice, I believe that it will live on. And sometimes all we need to do is just hear. Sit quiet and just really hear. I believe that it can move the soul. So love you, Dr. King, granddaughter.
We all know someone who has the skills to perform, but Asher, how are we going to kind of wake up their skills to, to step away from the four walls in their bedroom? Because there is so much talent in this nation and around the world, but they're hiding.
Absolutely. You know what? So many of us are married to fear. Like, we're in relationships with it. We answer to it. We have dinner with it. And I feel like fear is the poison to so many of our dreams and ambitions. We have to regurgitate that, out of our system. I just believe, and what I told myself was that I'm just meant for this moment. And because I'm meant for this moment, everything has to work out. I am here. I've been given something so special, and that deserves a chance. That deserves a chance. So, my greatest hopes is, even for anyone that's listening right now who wants to sing or wants to dance or wants to do poetry, there are people that are waiting for you. They're waiting for you to arrive, and you will inspire them to one day for them to have their own moment. And that's just what I took for myself.
I'm going to say amen. Amen. My hands are raised in the air. Amen. Where can people go to find out more about you?
All of my socials, Asher O Havon, that's Asher, the letter O, and Havon, Havon, all across social media. You can go to NBC.com and read my bio.
Yeah.
That's exciting. I go every day. I just type in NBC and I just read my bio over and over like I didn't write it. But yeah, so you can.
You got to come back to this show anytime in the future, Asher. The door is always going to be open for you.
Thank you so much. I can't wait to talk to you again.
Well, you be brilliant today, and don't ever cut that hair.
I won't. It's going to get longer. It's going to get longer.
Have a great day.
You too. Thank you.